Hey everybody, so today I wanted to make a little bit of an announcement to you guys, but first and foremost I also wanted to say thank you so much for all your feedback on the last video that I posted. Honestly, I don't know that I've ever been as nervous as I was to post that video. And just, of course, just like I knew you guys would be, you were super supportive in all the things that you said and the stories that you shared, and a lot of your stories made me feel so much better. I have been feeling better ever since making that video and also since posting it, and I think a large part of it had to do with just being honest about how I felt and also putting myself in the position to hear from other people who have also been here themselves. So it made me feel a lot less alone. I think that was something that I was like underlyingly struggling with the most, is just like I have friends and family and obviously my husband and stuff who have like been through this with me, but they've never, like, might have not experienced it where I am right now. They might have not experienced these feelings and stuff, and it's hard, you know, to not feel alone in that. So hearing your guys' stories and talking to you guys in the comments, it reminded me how I'm not alone, and it just did a lot for me. And I hope that I can continue to be a voice on my channel and on both my platforms, so anybody who may end up being in this situation or is in this situation right now knows that they have a place, my channel, my social platforms, that they can turn to know that they're not alone. But I just wanted to say a huge thank you to you guys. I know that when posting anything, you guys are just hugely supportive. You guys just always want the best for me and my family. You guys are like the nicest, the kindest people ever. And I knew that I'd get nothing but support, but for some reason, just being that honest and that candid, and that just, like, all of those feelings were just like genuinely what was at the forefront of my mind, and I just like blurted it all out, it felt like. That was a really scary concept for me, especially for someone who does sit down videos, and, you know, I try to think of the things I want to say, put things in a nice order. I work hard on making sure that my messages come across clear and easy to understand and stuff. So it was very different for me to just like sit down and kind of vent almost. You know, I know I have my chit chat videos. I know that I've done, you know, other update videos recently talking about how I'm feeling and stuff, and I'm a little bit more laid back in those, but I'm still very much thinking like, okay, well, I want to say this and I want to say that, and, you know, like trying to still put it very like in a nice little package for you guys. And I just felt like that video was very much the opposite of that, and I was very nervous about it, but you guys just, as always, came through in a huge way for me. And like, I'll just never be able to put into words what the sense of community and supporters and stuff like that feels like, because it's done so much for me, and I just want you guys to know that. So on to the announcement. I wanted to tell you guys, and I'm not sure what I'm going to title this. I don't even really know how to put this really into words, but Mark and I had a conversation several nights ago now, and we are going to be more open and honest about our trying to conceive journey, and you guys are going to know in a more real-time kind of sense of what's going on. I think that's one of the things that has been working against me almost, something that I've decided that just clearly isn't working for me, and that is trying to keep this private and go through it alone, which, like, I like the intimacy of keeping stuff to yourself. It feels nice, but at the same time, when that's something brings a lot of struggle and a lot of complicated emotions, maybe it's not the best to just keep it to yourself anymore. And that's how I feel. You know, opening up our trying to conceive journey and like sharing with you guys month by month what's going on, I think it's gonna be a lot more freeing for me, because I feel the pressure every month, even if things don't go well for us, to still come on here. And I don't want to come on here every other month and be like, you know, just put up some video that's saying that I need some time off, which I know that I'm allowed to. You know, at the end of the day, this is my channel, and I can decide what videos I want to make, at what speed I want to make them, and I'm totally fine with those kind of decisions. But at the same time, if I'm constantly posting about stuff that's going on in my personal life, but I'm not letting you guys in on my personal life, it just feels very detached. And I don't know, I just hate doing it. And also having to deal with that kind of like guilty feeling, and then also just feeling like alone in all of it. I'm tired of feeling like both of those things. And the conversation happened because I was telling him that I wish that I could bring you guys along, and he asked me why not. And I said that, you know, I like privacy. I like picking and choosing the things that I share on my platforms and that I like to keep to myself. And I like that, but I also do love the community that I have here and helping other people and just everything that comes with it. So it's very, I don't know, it was very torn for me. And I just felt like maybe I should keep it private. But then he reminded me about how much I've already opened up. You know, when I first started my channel, I didn't do chit chat videos or updates on the girls or really anything, like not even the days in the life where you guys got to see the more personal side of me. I was doing sit down videos constantly, and that was great, and I love doing that. Obviously, I still make that kind of content, but at the same time, I think that I'm moving into a different direction where I think bringing you guys in on a more personal side to me, even more so now, it's just, it's gonna benefit me, but I hope that it can also benefit other people who might be in this situation, because I really do think that people underestimate the sense of community. It just can do so much for you. Just feeling like you're not alone in things will really do so much. So we were talking about it, and he's been on board for the longest time. He's wanted to do this, he's wanted to share it, and I've always been the one who kind of held back and was like, no, you know, like I just kind of want to keep it to ourselves. And he was totally respectful of that. But Mark always like gives me a new perspective of things. It was just like that nice little push. I think I just needed him to remind me of those things. And when he was saying those, I was like, you know what, this does feel right. Like it does feel like a good idea to do this. And I will say that since talking about it on my Instagram and also saying over there that we were going to start opening up, ever since then I've just gotten this rush of like, this is what I should have been doing from the start. You know, trying to keep everything so separate and dealing with things privately, that can definitely work for some people, and that can, you know, that's what I was trying to do. So I totally understand it. But at the same time, I think where I am and the struggles that we've gone through, I just don't think it's a good fit anymore for me. So I'm choosing to open up, and I'm really excited about it. I'm sorry I keep knocking this box next to me, but I want to ask you guys the kind of trying to conceive videos that you want to see. Now, I did make that trying to conceive update after miscarriage where I showed you guys, you know, what apps I was using, what kind of methods we're using to try and get pregnant, and even the products I was using and stuff like that. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check out that video, because I know I went into a lot of detail. So I'll link that down below and also in the cards for you guys. But I also just wanted to know what kind of videos you like, because I've never really followed any kind of trying to conceive journeys. So you guys let me know what you would like to see. And over on my Instagram, a lot of people were asking for a more in-depth video about ovulation, like how I track it, and about ovulation tests and stuff like that. So if you want to see that video, let me know down below. I know I touched a good bit on ovulation in that trying to conceive update, but maybe I didn't go into it specifically enough. You guys let me know down below. But I wanted to make this announcement to let you guys know that there is going to be a change. There are going to be more trying to conceive videos up and stuff like that. And I just wanted to get your guys' feedback to see what you want. You know, if you've been wanting to see certain trying to conceive videos from me ever since I've announced that we were going to start trying, let me know what you've been wanting to see, because now is your time. And then I just kind of wanted to end with showing you guys that it is ovulation week. Now, I kind of forgot the dates. Without looking at my app, I forgot the dates of when I took these. But basically, I'm pretty sure that I ovulated on Tuesday night, possibly very, very early Wednesday, like in the AMs, because I had really, really intense ovulation pain that night. So I'm thinking that's when I ovulated. So we are in the 2-week wait, and you guys will be seeing a pregnancy test, whether it is negative or positive, in a couple weeks, which is kind of crazy to say. And I also want to say that Mark and I have decided to use digital tests ever since this last cycle. And that was just because I obsess over the lines, if we're just gonna be honest about it. With the first response, I love those tests. but I obsess over the lines. If they're getting darker, if I have a good progression, trying to find a line when there isn't one, everything in between. I get too obsessed with it. And I know that the digitals aren't as sensitive, but you know, if I missed a period or something and we had gotten a not pregnant, I would definitely take another one just to make sure that we weren't missing anything. But the digitals just need to be the way that I need to go, so I'm in a good place mentally. Like I can't, you know, I can't obsess over these lines anymore. And Mark actually wants me to stop taking these ovulation tests, which I think I might be willing to do next cycle. I'm a control freak, if you couldn't tell. And the idea of stopping that, part of me doesn't like. But also with using the fertility awareness method, and also the fact that I do get ovulation pains on a pretty consistent basis. It's normally every month. I normally get them every single time that I ovulate. And having both of those, I feel like we definitely wouldn't miss it. And I feel like we would know. But it'd be very interesting. So that's why you guys need to stick around and, you know, pay attention to these Trying to Conceive, because, you know, we're trying different stuff. I mean, it's 7, almost 8 months in, and we're just at the point where we like want to try something different, try something new, and relax, and I don't know, whatever. That's my announcement. I wanted to say thank you, and I'm looking forward to this. Like you know, I don't feel 110% better. You know, like I said in the last video, it's definitely going to be a process, but this step that I'm taking right now feels like a really good one. It feels like it's going to put me in a better place, and it's just going to allow me to be more myself, honestly, I think. I'm just very much looking forward to being super candid and honest, and you guys knowing what's going on, because I'm excited for it. It makes me feel good, but you know, I'm excited to have you guys along for the road too, because you have been so supportive. I won't ever stop saying that. I know I've used the word supportive like probably a million times in this video, but that's what you guys are. Okay, I am going to go. It is Sophie's last soccer game. We're going out for ice cream after. Everybody is super excited. Mom's just excited she doesn't have to make dinner tonight. But like I said, leave your video suggestions down below. Thank you so much for any likes, comments, messages that you might have given me last video or otherwise. If you want to see even more Trying to Conceive stuff and just tidbits about our everyday life and kind of like real-time kind of things, definitely make sure that you check out my Instagram. And also a sneak peek, Tuesday you will get the lasagna crock pot recipe that I promised you guys, and you'll get a break from all this chattiness. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.